Greetings, everybody. Today is Monday, and I hope you had a good weekend. I hope you found a place to worship wherever and whenever you were, and just to give you a chance to say thank you to all that God has done for you. Today, I want you to get your Bibles out. We're going to be looking at chapter 26 of the Psalm 26. And so this is another psalm that David has written. And so we're going to take a look at what he has to say for us today. So follow along. Vindicate me, O Lord, for I have walked in my integrity. I have trusted in the Lord without wavering. Prove me, O Lord, and try me. Test my heart and my mind. For your steadfast love is before my eyes, and I walk in your faithfulness. I do not sit with men of falsehood, nor do I consort with hypocrites. I hate the assembly of evildoers, and I will not sit with the wicked. I wash my hands in innocence, go around your altar, O Lord, proclaiming thanksgiving aloud, and telling all your wondrous deeds. O Lord, I love the habitation of your house and the place where your glory dwells. Do not sweep my soul away with sinners, nor my life with bloodthirsty men, in whose hands are evil devices, and whose right hands are full of bribes. But as for me, I shall walk in my integrity. Redeem me and be gracious to me. My foot stands on level ground. In the great assembly, I will bless the Lord. Well, this is a really good psalm. Again, not many of them are not good, but this one, particularly the last verse stood out for me. It says, "My foot stands on level ground." As some of you may or may not know, I have troubles with my back every now and then, my lower back, and been having that since I was like 14 years old. And so it's important for me to take care of my back, do exercises, and occasionally see a chiropractor on a regular basis. So I have knowledge of taking care of backs. But one of the things that this kind of stood out to me is my foot stands on level ground. You know, when I'm not on level ground, when the ground is slanted or kind of undulated in some way, and I'm standing, and maybe I'm talking to somebody or something, and if my feet aren't on level ground, I will, after a while, begin to feel it in my back that I need to switch positions, or I need to get into a place where I'm on more level ground, because the pain starts to come if I stand in that position for a long period of time. And this really made sense to me. My foot stands on level ground, and it's only because in the verse before, "But as for me, I shall walk in my integrity. Redeem me and be gracious to me." That's how my foot stands on level ground spiritually. And just like, physically, when I'm standing in an awkward position and my back begins to hurt, spiritually, there's a lot of similarities to that. When we're not standing on the level ground, when we're kind of, mulling around in this world and living in sinfulness or having bad days or whatever it is, and we're not on that level ground, it can create some unsettledness in our spirits. And I'm talking that spiritually. And even physically, when we're not on level ground, it can cause problems. So today it's a day of reflection for me that to watch where I stand, not only physically, because I know how that ends if I'm not on level ground for me physically, but also spiritually, to stand on level ground We have this God who has done so much for us. And he desires for us to just come to him, to just walk in integrity, and have trust that he is there, without wavering, as David says in verse 1. But it is his redemption, it is his graciousness that he accomplished on the cross that allows us to regain our footing, so to speak. And so I hope that kind of gives you something to think about today. Think about, your life and the footing that you have in this world spiritually. Where do you turn when things are wrong? Where do you turn when things go bad? Where do you turn when you know you've sinned? And so, may that carry you this Monday, and whenever and wherever you listen to this, think about standing on that level ground. For me personally, it prevents a lot of pain, but spiritually can also do the same thing. And so God's blessings, and we'll see you the next time.